Hello, hi students. Today we are going to talk discussing about our main subject, that is cost accounting. Before going to the subject like cost accounting, let me understand what is the meaning of accounting and what is called as cost here. What is accounting? In simple terms, we can say that cost accounting is nothing but it is recording of the business transactions. Recording of business transactions in the books of account, it is called as accounting. When come to accounting, we have three kinds of branches. One is financial accounting. This is called as branches. One is financial accounting. Second one, cost accounting. And last one, that is management accounting. First one, what is called as financial accounting? Financial accounting is nothing but recording of all the financial related factors. It is called as financial accounting. And this one, financial accounting, it is helpful for the outsiders, mainly to the outsiders. That is, example, payment of taxes to the government. To pay any kind of tax to the government, they are going to check out your financial accounting, not your any kind of cost accounting or management accounting. Next one. What is cost accounting here? Before going to cost accounting, let me go for management. What is called as management accounting here? When come to management accounting, see here, in financial accounting, they just going to record all the financial related transactions in the books of account. It is called as financial accounting. But in financial accounting, they are not going to take any kind of decisions. Whereas when come to management accounting, they are going to use the financial accounting as a base and they are going to take some kind of decisions, that is called as management accounting. Here we are using some kind of various tools, that is a ratio analysis, fund flow statement, cash flow statement. By using those things, they are going to take some kind of decisions. So only we have to use some kind of management accounting. Last one, our main topic, that is cost accounting. What is cost accounting now? When come to cost accounting, see here, cost accounting mainly it is used for insiders. Means within the company, they are going to use this accounting as a base, mainly to reduce the selling price. See here, cost accounting is nothing but the expenses incurred to produce an product. It is called as what? Cost here. Cost is the expense incurred to produce a product. It is called as cost. See, example, the cost of the pen is 5 rupees. The cost of the pen is 5 rupees. At the same time, the price of the pen is 5 rupees. Read the sentence. See here, the cost of the pen is 5 rupees as well as the price of the pen is 5 rupees. There is two words here. One is cost, one more is price here. I can say that it is called as the price of the pen is 5 rupees. I should not call it as cost of the pen is 5 rupees, because cost here, the expenses incurred to produce an pen, assume it as it is 3 rupees. It is only 3 rupees. But for this cost, for this expenses, if I am adding some kind of profit amount, example profit is assumed as 2 rupees. So what is the value of the product now? Price now, that is 5 rupees. I should take it as, that is the price of the pen is 5 rupees. I should not say it as the cost of the pen is 5 rupees. So cost here is nothing but it is an expenses incurred to produce an product. Now meaning of cost, meaning of accounting. Now clubbing it together. Cost accounting. Cost accounting, that is whatever the expenses we incur to produce a product, those things we are going to recording in the books of account. It is called as meaning of cost accounting. Next one, what is costing here? What is costing? When come to costing, it is a process of identification of the cost. process of identification of cost, it is called as costing. Means it's nothing but it's a kind of process. Cost accounting, cost, and next one, what is cost center? What is cost center? Cost center is nothing but it is a kind of allocation. Allocation of cost to various things, items, or people. Example for cost center, like example, I am a faculty, I am working in a college. Every month, from the college side, they are going to pay some kind of salary to the employees. That is, for the college, salary is a kind of expenses. They are allocating salary to the employees, to the person. It is called as allocation of cost to various things. It is called as cost center. Costing, cost center. Next one, cost accounting. Next one, when come to cost, there is three elements. One is direct labor. Next one, direct material. Next one, direct expenses. Same way, we need to go for one more, that is indirect labor, indirect material, then indirect expenses. In books there is only three elements: one is labor, material, and expenses. Now we are dividing into six. One is direct labor, direct material, direct expenses. Same way, we need to go for indirect labor, material, and expenses. First, go for what is direct material. When you come to direct material, in the finished product, I can see that some of the main material, it is called as what? Direct material. Example, assume it as this is the furniture. For the furniture, which is the main product, the main product is wood. We can see in the finished product, it is called as what? Direct material. We can see that in the finished product. When you come to indirect material, we can't able to see those things, those materials in the finished product. It is called as indirect material. Example, spare parts. What you are using spare parts here? Those things we can't able to identify easily in the finished product. It is called as indirect material. If you identify in finished product, it is called as direct. If you can't able to identify in the sense, it is called as indirect material. Next one, direct labor and indirect labor. Direct labor is those kind of expenses which are the laborers which are directly involved in the process of production. It is called as what? Direct labor. Like in the factory, number of workers is employing. They are directly involved in the process of production. It is called as what? Direct labor. For the direct labor, we have to pay something in return. It is called as wages. When you come to indirect labor, they are not directly involved in the process of production, but also they are going to play a huge role in the factory or in the company. Example, salary to manager, salary to MD, salary to auditor. Those kind of things, they are not completely involved in the process of production directly, but indirectly they are going to control entire company activities. It is called as indirect labor. Next one, last one, direct expenses and indirect expenses. Direct expenses is nothing but those things which are involved in the process of production directly. Like example, direct material, direct wages, direct any kind of expenses, then carriage inward. It is called as direct expenses. When come to indirect expenses, those things which are not completely involved in the process of production, like which are not directly involved. Like example is like rent paid, then any kind of insurance, rent paid, insurance, then any kind of salary to the employees. Those things, it is called as what? Indirect expenses. These are the elements of cost. Next we are going for main topic for your examination point of view, that is cost sheet. See, when come to cost sheet, before going to cost sheet, let me go for some process here. Let's say example, I am running some kind of a company, assume it as ABC company, and I am going to manufacture some kind of newspapers or some kind of manufacturing of pen. For manufacturing of pen, I am requiring some kind of raw materials here. Step number 1, I need to purchase some kind of raw materials here. At the time of purchasing of raw materials, for the laborers, I need to pay something in return. It is called as wages. Next one, purchasing of raw material, I am incurring some kind of expenses, that is main, that is carriage inward. This is step number 1. I am purchasing some kind of raw materials. At the time of purchasing of raw material, I am incurring some kind of expenses, that is direct expenses, any kind of wages, any kind of carriage inward, then any other direct expenses. This is step number 1. After purchasing of raw material, I am storing in my stores. Again, after purchasing the raw material, I am using for in the process of production. When come to process of production, I am incurring again some kind of expenses. That is main thing is your machine. I am purchasing raw material. Now I need to convert into what? I'll convert into finished product. I am incurring some kind of expenses. That is machine expenses. That is it is called as machine overhead or factory overhead. Then any kind of lighting. Then any kind of eating, like lighting, eating. Then depreciation. These are, see here, these are the expenses which are occurring mainly in factory. These are the expenses mainly occurring in factory. It is called as what? Factory overhead. Next one, step 1, step 2. After finishing off like in factory overhead, again going for step 2, step 3, that is office. Step 1, step 2 usually deals with direct expenses, direct material, direct labor. Those things we have to record in the first 2 steps. Next one, when come to office, inside the office, we also incurring some kind of expenses. That is usually any kind of salary employees. Be careful. Labor we have to pay the wages. For the employees, we have to pay the salary. Salary to employees, then any remuneration to MD, any kind of auditors, it is comes under office, it is remuneration, then any kind of other expenses. Those expenses which are occurring in the office, one more, that is printing and stationery. Printing and stationery, you can usually identify these items in office but not in the factory. Like example, AC, air conditioner, we are going to identify in factory or in office. Usually air conditioning we are going to identify in the office, not in factory. So by this kind of things we have to segregate either this belongs to factory overhead or office overhead. At last, we are going for the last one, that is after finished goods, going for selling overhead. First step, I purchase raw material. Next one, after purchasing raw material, I am going into the process of production, that is in factory. Again, when come to selling over office overhead, it is comes under almost, that is work in progress. Still the product is not completed. It is called as work in progress. When it is moved to office, almost it is converted into finished goods. Next one, after finished goods, those goods we need to sell. We need to sell to the ultimate consumer. At the time of selling also, we may incur some kind of expenses. Example, advertisement by giving in the sense mainly to increase your sales. Then any commission to salesman. Then any distribution overhead, any distribution expenses. Then discount allowed. See, discount allowed is different from discount received. Discount allowed when you are going to give the discount at the time of sale. At the time of sale, if you are going to giving any kind of discount, it is called as discount allowed. Next one, discount received at the time of purchase. At the time of purchase of raw material, I may incur some kind of discount received, so it comes under discount received, discount allowed. Then any bad debts. We sold any kind of goods on credit basis. Sometimes the customers may not be able to pay the full amount, in the sense those amount it is called as bad debts. These are the expenses which are incurred at the time of selling. These are all expenses. It is called as what? Total cost. I initially told cost is different from price. For the total cost, I need to add some profit. Then it will become what? Price. Those price it is called as selling price or sales. This is the format for cost sheet. Just go for step by step. Now, ultimate format. First one, step 1, almost all direct raw material, direct wages, any kind of direct carriage inward, then any kind of direct expenses. These are all expenses. It is called as prime cost. In step 1, what you are getting answer, it is called as prime cost. Next one, for the prime cost, I need to add whatever expense is occurring in factory. It is called as factory overhead. For the prime cost, I need to add some kind of all the expenses which are occurring in factory. It is called as factory overhead. Even we are getting some kind of work in progress. Any kind of opening work in progress, we need to add. Any kind of closing work in progress, we need to minus. Same here, any kind of opening raw material if given, we need to add it out. Any kind of closing raw material, we need to minus it out. Next, for the answer, it is called as work cost. So work cost formula, prime cost plus factory overhead, it is called as work cost. Next one, for the work cost, after work cost, we will move into office overhead, that is whichever expense which occurred in office, it is called as office overhead. In office, I incur some kind of expenses. If I am adding these expenses to the work cost, I am incurring some answer, that is cost of production. Next one, for the cost of production, I am adding some kind of selling overhead. Whatever expense is called as, it is called as cost of goods sold or total cost. For the total cost, I am adding some kind of profit. The answer, it is called as selling price or sales. Here, one more. If given any kind of raw material, opening raw material, add in prime cost. Any kind of closing raw material, we need to minus in prime cost. Any kind of opening work in progress or closing work in progress. So, work in progress, simple, factory overhead. Any kind of opening finished goods, closing finished goods, it comes under office overhead. All the opening values add it out, all the closing values we need to minus it out. Next one more. That is with regard to our profit calculation. Profit, they are going to give the question like profit 10% on sales. Profit 10% on sales. In the problem, they give one sale value. Assume it as sale value is 1 lakh. Sales is 1 lakh. Profit, we need to charge 10% on sales. Sales, that is simple. 1 lakh it is for 100%. How much it is for 10%? So go for cross multiplication. That is 1 lakh into 10% divided by 100. That is first one, first situation. Second one, say 10% on cost. 10% on cost. Sale 1 lakh. Now we need to charge profit on the cost but not on the sale value. So here we should take it as cost as 100%. Cost, if I am taking our formula, cost plus profit equals 6. Profit 10% on cost. So I need to take cost as 100%, profit is 10%, so total is 110%. So 1 lakh it is for 110%. What is the value for 10%? So go for cross multiplication. That is 1 lakh it is for 110%. I don't need value for 10%. So 1 lakh into 10% divided by 110. Next one, 10% on sale. Now they given cost is 1 lakh. We need to charge 10% on sale. So now consider same formula. Cost plus profit equals sales. 10% on sale. So take it as sales as 100%. Profit 10%. So what is my cost now? Cost is 90%. So much is cost here? Cost here is 1 lakh for 90%. Identify profit, that is 1 lakh into 10% divided by 90. So identify whether they give profit on sale or profit on cost. This is almost they are going to ask for 6 months question, that is original cost sheet. Whatever the expense is occurred, those things we are recording in the books of account. It is called as original cost sheet. By using the original cost sheet, then they are going to ask to prepare the estimated cost sheet. Estimated cost sheet I am going to discuss at the time of discussion of the problem.